Hi there, I'm Cyril, and we as a community like to talk about conspiracy theories a lot, mainly because we gravitate towards them not because we believe them, but because they range from, wow, that is nonsense, to, wow, this is clearly an outlet for some kind of bigoted belief. But let's talk about the categories of conspiracy theorists themselves. I'm pulling from my own experiences in fandom circles and social media, but trust me, plenty apply to politics and plenty examples exist from politics. Number 1, the Leeches. Leeches concern themselves with one thing, sucking blood from their believers. In the days before the domination of the internet, leeches would need to actually sell you books, magazines, and whatever products they have in stock. However, in the age of the internet, that's different. In addition to the money they're getting by getting you to buy their stuff, they can make money off of your watch time because of the mighty power of ads. This is especially true from that cesspit that is Twitter, where you can say the most shameless, inaccurate, bigoted garbage, and then you will somehow garner a massive audience, a third of which may or may not be bots. Oftentimes, these leeches would overlap with different types of conspiracy theorists, like the next category. Number 2, the infiltrators. Infiltrators concern themselves with one thing, expanding their market. If a conspiracy theorist wants to sell you something, then they want to expand their audience to a market to make more money off of the new audience, hence the connection to the leeches. On a fandom level, you've probably seen a thumbnail about Kathleen Kennedy being fired for the 10,000th time for something Star Wars related, because, of course, these people are trying to make money off of your rage and are using whatever kind of clickbait to get it. Whether it's Star Wars, or Marvel, or Disney as a whole, or the entire movie industry, why not? However, there's another type of infiltrator, one that's far worse than the one that's trying to take your money. Call this one the Idealog. The Idealog infiltrates circles in order to recruit for their bigoted cause. Usually it comes from the followers of an evil Austrian painter trying to recruit people by appealing to a common enemy. That common enemy being the Jews. Obviously, we're not going to make their new audiences accept everything at once, that would be bad business. Rather, they would try to use attrition and wear down the new audience by getting them to slowly accept the smaller parts of their conspiracy theories before they accept the large one. No competent evil Austrian painter follower will get their target audience to deny the gas chambers or the crematoriums from the get-go. However, they will try to wear you down using the appearance of intelligence, omitting rather pertinent information. For example, a Holocaust denier will ask you how long it takes to bake 6 million cookies. They want you to say, well, it takes a really, really long time. And they hope you extrapolate the idea that cremating 6 million bodies is a long task. They want you to forget that the regular bullet-to-head massacres of the Holocaust existed. I showed you a picture of one of those memorials at a mass grave site in Ukraine. The Austrian painter's followers rely on their target audience having a vague understanding of historical events like the Holocaust in order to sell their snake oil. Number 3, the paranoid. This image you see is that of a dog. What do they have to do with paranoia? Not much, actually. You have probably encountered the concept of Pavlov's dog. Every time Pavlov rang the bell to summon his dog, the dog would come, see a bowl of food, and then salivate. One day Pavlov rang the bell without the food, but the dog decided to salivate anyways, anticipating the food, because the dog learned to anticipate. Conspiracy theories are so second nature to them that they immediately jump for the end results of one of their conspiracy theories. These are the types of people who will immediately run to the gun store to buy guns and ammunition after a highly publicized school shooting because they believe the government will swoop in and take their guns. Ironic, I think by increasing the demand and hoarding all the firearms and ammo they can find, they drive the price of guns and ammo upward, and thus make getting firearms more expensive. Perhaps the real conspiracy here is that the panics have made guns so unaffordable that it turns into gun control, basically. But hey, that's just my conspiracy theory on why gun sales seem to spike every single year after every single catastrophe. Number 4, the obsessed shippers and fanboys. This is probably your most run-of-the-mill conspiracy theorist. They have simply built an identity around the concept. Whether it's shipping two characters whom they feel they need to defend their dignity, or a self-appointed defender of a specific country's dignity, specifically denying the assortment of genocides that that country perpetrated, By no means am I saying that shippers and Turkish nationalists are somehow equivalent. The former's conspiracy theories about how the director hates the fandom are just plain stupid. The latter's denial and conspiracy theories about their involvement in the Greek, Assyrian, and Armenian genocides, it's just a blatant attempt at justifying and boasting about their atrocities. What is nationalistic fervor if not fan hype for a country? There's also a variant of this called the contrarian. Instead of being a weird fanboy, they irrationally hate something so much, be it a ship, an organization, or a person running a franchise, that they would just demonize all of them and all who associate with them in the strangest fashion. If you're a Star Wars fan, you probably see this conspiracy theory a lot, with all the videos going about how Kathleen Kennedy has been fired for the 15th millionth time, or how Brie Larson is going to descend on the Star Wars franchise and take it over and destroy everything, and honestly, how do people believe this without laughing? Okay, number 5, false skeptics. False skeptics act like they're trustworthy individuals. They act like they will listen to evidence. They'll pretend to even lay out all the facts before you, or do some actual investigating. But the moment you present them with a mountain of evidence against their claims, or criticizing their sample size, methodologies, conclusions, conflicts of interest, Mr. Andrew Wakefield, no, they will instead double down on their conspiracies. Their followers won't let the fact that these people got discredited stop them from quoting them, because clearly evidence against their infallible prophets are just part of the conspiracy theory itself. Number 6 is really just a collection of conspiracy theories that I just have to say, why? Or, what the hell? Like the people who believe the moon landing was faked, the Nibiru crashing into Earth very soon, the phantom time, and whatever the heck that is. You can see why I say, what the hell are these conspiracy theories? Well, that's all I've had to deal with. Did I miss any, or have you encountered any of these guys? What are your experiences with conspiracy theorists? If you like this video, please consider liking, subscribing, tipping the channel on Ko-fi. This is Cyril signing off.